This is Barbara with Cana Girl Speaks podcast. My voice, your voice. Good evening, everybody. This is Barbara with the Cana Girl Speaks podcast, and I am excited to be, I always say that, excited to be recording this evening on the podcast. And on this evening, I have asked a young lady to come on, and we're going to talk about something special that's coming up, and very special. And so we're going to kind of go into the conversation, but I'm going to let her introduce herself to those that are watching out on YouTube and those that are listening on the podcast, who she is.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me, Barbara.
Thank you for coming on. This is
course.
actually your second time.
Yes.
Now, this is your first time being on YouTube.
Yeah.
But this is your actual second time being on the podcast.
Yes.
So thank you. Thank you.
My name is Alysia Nicole Harris. I moved to Corsicana a year and a half ago to work with the Corsicana Artist and Writer Residency, but I've been coming to Corsicana since 2017, every year. I don't know, I got sucked in and and I don't know what happened, but here I am. And I also get to work with Barbara on Meeting House Revival, a project to preserve Black history by restoring Black churches. So that's a little bit about what I do. I'm a poet, I'm a writer, and I am a teaching artist, and I'm super excited to be on Cana Girl Speaks tonight to be talking about Juneteenth.
So we're going to talk about Juneteenth and all the activities that we're going to be having in Corsicana on next week. Mm-hmm. And when this airs, it'll be that week. So we kind of wanted to just talk about, we have a actual committee that we kind of got together and formed, and it just all kind of worked out. We just started, all the ideas started flowing, and so she's on just to kind of talk about all the activities, and that way, if you can pick what activity you want to be a part of, you want to be a part of all the activities, you're welcome to be a part of. But we want to first go into why are we celebrating Juneteenth, because this is actually the official national holiday of Juneteenth. Mm-hmm. And
I mean, last year was the first year that Juneteenth was recognized as an official national holiday. But there have been folks in Texas that have been fighting for the recognition for Juneteenth to become to be recognized federally for years. So even though a lot of people recently got excited about it or recently started hearing about Juneteenth has always been since its start something that's been celebrated in the Black community, but especially in Texas. And we're excited to be a part of that story.
Yeah, and we have to give the props to Miss Opal Lee.
Yes, absolutely.
And a lot of people don't realize that she used to live in Corsicana. I'm not sure exactly when, but she was here for a stint. So we have to give kudos to Miss Opal Lee, because I can just remember watching her on television, and she would do the walk. And because she was trying so hard to make it a national holiday. And so let's give her a hand. Yay, Miss Opal Lee. Maybe one day we can get her here on the podcast or in Corsicana. We'll see maybe next year. So let's talk about, for those that don't know, because sometimes we hear about the word Juneteenth, but let's talk about a little bit before we get into the activities or what we're going to be doing, what Juneteenth is. And so why don't you kind of explain that?
So just a quick rundown.
Just a quick rundown.
So, as you know, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed by Abraham Lincoln that announced that slaves were no longer, enslaved people, right, were no longer property, right, and that they were free. However, right, how would people find this information out? A lot of people weren't literate, so it wasn't like they could read the paper, right? And if you couldn't move freely about, if your movements were being watched and war was going on all around you, how would you know that this declaration applied to you, right? You just kind of would have to be trusting, like, the goodwill of the people who were slave owners, that they were just going to say, oh, okay, the government now says that you're free, you can go now. Obviously, that didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Right? And so for a lot of folks, in Texas, they were still enslaved after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. It actually took about 2 full years for everybody to be told you are not a slave, which they already knew that, right? They already knew in their hearts that that wasn't true, but to be actually released from that, right, by federal order came from the Union soldiers coming in and saying, which there were Black Union soldiers at the time that were a part of that order, right, to say, you're free, right? You can, and I can't imagine the celebration. I can't imagine, like, what it sounded like when people, like, threw down their tools, you know, and started. I mean, you know what a charismatic church sounds like on a Sunday morning. I mean, I can only imagine, like, the tears and the laughter and, like, the shouts and the praise coming up. And so when people feel like, oh, you know, can I celebrate Juneteenth? I don't know. Like, Juneteenth is a celebration.
It's a celebration.
This is a
That's all
celebration.
it is, a celebration.
This is a celebration. And so we're inviting all of our friends, all of our family, all of our church community, from old to young.
And not just the Black community. We want it to be a diverse community that celebrates Juneteenth. And we're trying to get away from that negative side of, you know, Juneteenth, because I can just remember, and I've always been a part of Juneteenth. I've always participated in Juneteenth. I've always done, you know, I used to be a coordinator for the Juneteenth pageant. We've done.
Can you talk about the pageant, just the history of that?
I was part of the Jackson X students, and they would always sponsor the Juneteenth pageant, and the money that was raised would go towards scholarship, which they would give out scholarships to seniors at our local high school, at Corsicana High School, and so and that just kept the Jackson X students, you know, organization going. You know, they just, you know, it was just something that we did every year, and it was always, you know, it's something that young ladies would look forward to, as being a part of the Juneteenth pageant. And then, of course, we always had a parade, and so that was very, you know, just to see, you know, the community members come out and you know, line up and just kind of, you know, drive around, you know, the community and do a parade. And so you know, like you said, we've always celebrated Juneteenth, and so this year, since Miss Opal Lee, you know, since she was able to make it an actual national holiday, you know, we were like, you know, we got to make it bigger, you know, for our community. And so we decided, you know, the committee decided to put together different activities and bring in also those that are also, they were also going to have activities, just kind of make it where a calendar of events, so people can know, hey, we're doing this, they're doing this, and let's put it out there so people can know. Yeah. So I know the first thing on that Thursday is going to be the tea cake bake-off.
So for those, before I came to Texas, I had never had a tea cake.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I don't know if there's a history of tea cakes, if there's a rivalry about tea cakes, I don't know. But why a tea cake bake-off? Why a tea cake?
Because I know since I was a little girl, my mother made tea cakes, and I could tell that was passed down from her mother. And, you know, I'm sure my aunts they all made tea cakes. And so I guess I don't know if that's a Texas thing, a Southern, maybe not Texas, but a Southern thing, but tea cakes. And so we decided, you know what, let's have a tea cake bake-off. Let's see. Everybody always says, you know, kind of like barbecue. My tea cake is the best tea cake. You know, kind of like barbecue, you know. So we decided to do a call out for bakers to sign up for the tea cake bake-off. So I'm excited about that, because we're actually going to have a first, second, and third place winner.
Wow.
Monetary winner. They're going to actually get money for their prize tea cake.
Now, can people still sign up, or is the cutoff?
Well, the cutoff is going to be after this airs, it'll be already cut off. So you know, Friday, you know, tomorrow is actually the cutoff. Okay. And so we have some judges that'll be judging the tea cakes. We actually have a celebrity judge coming out of Dallas is going to come down and judge the tea cake. So I'm excited about that.
A mystery celebrity?
A mystery celebrity judge.
Okay, so y'all are going to come. And so can people come and eat tea cakes?
Yes, and so what I did was, what we're encouraging is those that are going to be signing up for the tea cake bake-off to actually bring extra tea cakes, and that way they can sell their tea cakes, you know, those that want to sell their tea cakes. Because we want them to, you know, make a little, you know, little money, you know, off their, you know, if they have some extra tea cakes and stuff.
And maybe a few samples,
Yeah.
just a little sample.
Yeah, I'm really
sample.
excited for the judges because I'm like they're gonna be tasting several tea cakes that day because we have, I mean it's been a hit. We've had several people sign up for the tea cake.
Awesome.
Okay, so now on that Friday, we're actually doing a gospel celebration, and we've done this for the last couple of years, and we're actually making it a little bit bigger, and so it's going to be on the lawn of Bethlehem Baptist Church's property, and it's going to be outside. So those that want to come, bring your lawn chairs, bring your water because it's going to be hot. And just come out and enjoy some good gospel music, praise dancing, just have a good time.
Yeah. So it's like some food on Thursday, some music and praise on Friday.
And that starts at 7.
Okay, that starts at 7. Yeah.
7.
And on Thursday and Friday as well, there's the Bear Museum, or what's happening with that?
Yes, so we don't want to forget about that. Jackson X students, which is the historical black high school that was here in Corsicana, they're actually going to be doing a pop-up museum. And what they're going to be doing is at their Bears Den, the Bears Den here in Corsicana, they're going to be bringing out artifacts from the high school. So you have some of the alumni that have held on to some of their stuff from their school, be it yearbooks, might be their band jacket, their whatever. I don't know so we still have some Jackson X students that are here in our community, and they're going to be bringing in some of their artifacts, and so that's going to be real neat. So they're going to be opening up the Bears Den from 2 to 6. So if you want to go out there and see some of the artifacts and talk to some of the alumni, you're welcome to do that at the Bears Den.
Okay, wow.
That's going to be that Thursday and that Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and then on Saturday's we have the football,
the flag
football. So if you're a man or if you're a woman, right, female, you can sign up. Mm-hmm. Right,
yes.
To participate in flag football. That starts at 9 at Lake Halbert.
Lake Halbert here in Corsicana.
We're still looking for teams. So if you want to participate, please contact Kamar Chambers or Ty Wigfall.
Leonard. Ty Leonard.
Sorry.
Now you can reach Kamara at K&K Barbecue. Everybody knows where K&K Barbecue is. So if you want to sign up for you be a female, male, if you want to sign up for the flag football, because there is a monetary money for that as well as far as winners. So contact them to sign up. So y'all, please, we need team. They need teams. So y'all sign up. Yeah. And we don't want to forget about the parade. Jackson X students will be doing a parade again this year, and it's going to be not really a big parade because of the highway department rules now, and so they're going to be going from I think one part of the east side of Corsicana to the Bears field. Old football field, and they're going to have a ceremony there. So that starts at 10. So if anybody that wants to be a part of the parade, it starts at 10. So they'll probably start lining up about 9. They're trying to get, I know the flag football program is going on, but they're trying to get as many people to try to participate in the parade. So it's doable. So, just to contact any of the alumni from Jackson X students or Jackson High School, and they'll get you signed up.
And if you're an early bird, like me.
Yes, I forgot.
And you want to feel present in your body. You want to meditate. You want to take this weekend in, with some stretching and some thoughts. There is Zumba.
Reset.
Zumba reset at 8:30.
And that's going to be at Bunert Park. Yeah, and that's going to be exercising. Amanda Newsom. This is her business. She started a couple months ago, and so if you wanted some high energy, she's going to start out at Bunert Park at 8:30. Bring your dress up as far as your workout attire. Bring you some water and just come have fun because she's going to have music, and there's, like she said, there's no judgment on whoever wants to come, but y'all, men, women, anybody can come. That's at 8:30.
8:30, and tickets for that are $15.
Yeah.
And so we want to support local businesses.
Yes.
So let's support Amanda.
Yeah.
And her Zumba class. And then on Saturday, there is in the evening at 6, I believe, starts Praise in the Park, which has been put on by Single Believers Ministry for years. Yeah. This is their, I think, 14th year that they've put this on. These two women have worked tirelessly, and so they will be hosting that at Bunert Park as well at 6. So from 6 to 7th is like local worship, right? Yes. And then the concert with Greg and the Guiding Clouds. Greg and the Guiding Clouds. They will be performing later on that evening. There will also be like a local hip hop artist, Christian hip hop artist named Jarrell Forbes, who's been working on kind of pinning his stuff, and he'll also perform a few of his newest songs as well. So if you like different genres, there's something for everybody, and that is free. So y'all are welcome to come to that.
Yeah.
So
what we have, Sunday,
which is Father's Day, y'all.
Father's Day, they're actually going to be doing a family day in the park, and it's going to be out at Lake Halbert, and Kamara's doing that. And what the idea is to bring, and that's going to be from 2 to 6. 2 to 6. And the idea is to have families go out to the Lake Halbert and just kind of gather, bring your tents, bring your, food and your water and all that, and have a little bit of music and just kind of gather and just kind of like have a little
fun.
big family reunion with the community members. So y'all are welcome to come to that. Yeah. Then at 7.
Yes, there's the youth showcase. So our youth are talented.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so sometimes we don't see them, but they are talented and they have a lot of things to share. So they are doing their youth showcase. There's going to be dancing, stepping. Yeah, they're going to also
recognize a Father of the Year. And that's the coordinator for that is LaTanya Smith. And so she's been practicing with the young ladies and with the young people to get that off the ground. So, and
that's at the MLK Center. At MLK Center.
Yeah, 1114 East 6. That's the address. And so that starts at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So maybe it's a great time after y'all have celebrated dads to come and have the fathers be celebrated by the kids at the youth showcase. So it'll be a great day as well. And then on Monday, because it's a national holiday.
Yes, that is the 20th.
That is the 20th. Yeah. We have an open mic that is happening. It's for all ages. It's for anyone. It's from 6 until at the MLK Center as well. Mm-hmm. Same place as the Youth Showcase. If you want to sign up for that, you can contact me, Alysia Nicole Harris. You can contact me on Facebook or come by the bookstore at 203 North Commerce Street. And you can come and say hi and sign up so that we know how many people are performing. Yes. You can perform your own poems or you can perform the oratory skills from somebody else. So if you want to do, something from Martin Luther King or something from Ida B. Wells or something from Malcolm X, feel free. It is open to anybody who we just ask that you sign up in advance. Yeah. And then Andre Sims is going to be showcasing his unique form of art at the open mic. So he does art, he does sneaker design. And so he'll have some of his sneakers for display so y'all can come and check that out.
And he's part of Corsicana. He's homegrown Corsicana. So I'm glad that he's going to come back and show some of his artwork because it is awesome. And you can find him, you can see his work on Facebook. It's awesome. Awesome. Phew. Yeah. So we have a lot of stuff planned for Juneteenth.
Yeah.
And we're just hoping that this gets bigger and bigger. We're hoping the community, all areas of the community just gets on board to support what we're doing because at the end of the day, it is about the community. And so if you have any questions, if you want to support, what we're doing, however you want to support, just hit, you can hit me up on, Facebook. Most people know where to find me. And we welcome.
Yeah, and I would say a special shout out to young folks, History can only continue if we participate in it, and so this is really important. So, I'm here, I'm learning from the elders, right? I'm seeing them leading the charge forward, and I'm looking around, and I want to see more people my age and younger than me kind of picking up the torch. So if you're like, I like to do poetry, or I like to work with kids, or I love to play football, or whatever, or I sing, right? Yeah. There's opportunities for you to come and participate not just in the events, but also participate in some of the planning, because it takes a lot of effort to make all of this happen. So shout out to Barbara, Kelley, shout out to Jackson X Students Association, shout out to the people who've been doing this work year in and year out. And we just want to say there's more to be done, and we're excited. And I want to say thank you to those that have jumped on the committee. Valerie and Lucretia are doing the gospel celebration. Ruby Williams and Daphne and several that are doing the cookie bake-off, tea cake bake-off, and Kamar and, like I said, Tanya Smith and Alysia. Everybody that has just kind of Pastor Derry Johnson. So many. I don't want to keep calling names because I don't have my paper in front of me. But you know who you are that have Penny Liggins, all those that have just jumped on the bandwagon to form this committee, and we want nothing but Shantae. I call her my mini-me, that have jumped on board to help make this Juneteenth nothing but a success. Because I'm looking forward to all the activities on next week, Juneteenth week, leading up to the actual Juneteenth holiday. So, like I said, if you want to be a part for next year, we can make it bigger. And so just contact me, and we'll get you on board. So you want to I'm going to let her give her little shout outs, because we always let my guests give their shout outs. Yes. I'm so thankful for the people that I'm in community with. I'm so thankful for Miss Cat and Pastor Cat and Sister Margaret, Miss Sister Margaret Evans. I'm so thankful for Angela Mangrum at First Independent. And, there's a lot of efforts that are going into restore and preserve the history here. And folks are really picking up the bandwagon, picking up the charge, leading the charge on that. Eric Sims, who's at Bethel AME, Faith Holt, my girl, who always comes through for me, and just has been so welcoming, and is always taking the time to show me the history of Corsicana and to educate me alongside Barbara on what it is like to live here, what it's like to be here, what it's been like. Shout out to Patrina Johnson, whose show is still up, Epic Proportions, at the Warehouse. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that out as well. There's tons to do in this community. So even if you maybe have to search a little bit for it, don't get discouraged, because the more that we see each other, the more that we engage with each other, the more that community will flourish. So those are my shout outs.
And I want to also mention Mr. Eric Bonner. He actually donated some of the money for the tea cake bake off, and also Carr Smith with Smith Funeral Home. They stepped up and they donated the funds for the prize money. And so I was glad. I was happy for that. And so Ruby Williams has given some money. And so, we welcome any donations you want to, because this is actually our first year, and it's gonna get bigger. So just stay tuned. And so it's all about the community, and so get on board with us. Well, Alysia, thank you for coming.
Thank you for
and taking the time out to share about Juneteenth.
Yes.
It's everybody's holiday. We're celebrating the holiday. And so I want to say, I always say thank you for supporting the Cana Girl Speaks podcast. I enjoy what I do. And so it's all about the community. And so everybody have a safe week, a safe weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
This is a Legacy Recording Studio production.